How's it going, everybody? Jerome here, back. I wasn't expecting this. Evil is today. This is day one, and it's very interesting because it's already different than past Evos, at least pre-pandemic. I don't know if this happened during the pandemic, because Evil did happen during the pandemic, but they had an opening ceremony. I thought it was actually really cool. In general, it's just like, let's bring some developers up and showcase their up-and-coming games, up-and-coming content, let them talk a little bit, chit-chat, and be on your merry way. Hell, they even showed more details about Grand Blue Rising. And I think that's really cool. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about that Under Night 2, baby! This Celeste. Now, I'm still working, but I decided to make some time for this video. I wasn't expecting to make a video this early, so for an update regarding my situation, I just finished moving in. Things are everywhere, but I'm here. That's really all I can say, but yeah, man, they showcased this game first for the opening ceremony. I had this shit on the TV while working. All of a sudden I heard, yeah, here comes Kamoni, and I was like, what? So Kamoni made his appearance, and wow, I'm baffled, man. The art style is completely different. I think we, expect that ever since Clear, but we even got new portraits for every single character, and they look phenomenal. Someone on Twitter, aka X, whatever, is gonna be posting every of the posters on the booth area for them. But I think it's safe to say that Yuzu Riha, aka Yuzu, has the best art portrait out of everybody so far. I think it's safe to say that. She just looks absolutely gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. I love it. I love how she looks. And then obviously, I know it's a joke and I said it before, but everybody having a nose is still pretty weird. But it's a welcome change. But wow, Under Night 2 trailer. Now let's just go into details. I'm just doing this fresh off the bat. I looked through it a little bit more, and there's actually a new thing that was shown. Not just new moves, but when they said system mechanics, they showed it off at least 2 times, from what I can count. So I'll talk about that later. But now let's just go over the details on what was shown here in the good old freaking game. So this is the final night, I'm assuming, but we got, Hyde and Line entrance, and I do love how in the celebratory 10-year anniversary artwork, his sword, the ability is like making the 10. It's so sick. But, Hyde does his bread and butter. Nothing too different, at least from what I can tell, right? Maybe I'm just blind because I'm not a Hyde player. Let me see again. Oh, never mind. I take everything back. It's in the first frame, but the problem is it's hard to see because Hyde's portrait is covering it. So if I just pause it here, he is clearly having a barrier, and then he's able to launch the projectile. Interesting. That's interesting. He had. Oh no, he's gonna be able to do his shenanigans even more effectively now. That's basically like Guile's like Sonic Boom, like where he sets it up, and when he does a Sonic Boom into it, it becomes like a cross. That's what it reminds me of already. So interesting. So I was absolutely wrong that Hyde didn't get new stuff. Line's little charge special, I think that's really cool. Not too special after that because she does her own little thing. Waldstein. I honestly wish it was edited a little bit better. Like, let the portrait come out, and then when the portrait moves from left to right or right to left, then you transition the video, because I can't see what the hell Waldstein does. Like, same thing with Hyde, but clearly he's just slamming the ground. And that's it. And he follows up with 66B. And that's so sad, man. And see, oh, here comes Aurier. So this is already cool. She has maybe a new overhead, but a new super altogether that she can combo in, or not combo into, but combo with, I guess you could say, right? I think that's really cool, but there's a brief moment where you'll see her doing something a little weird. Let's rewind this a bit. So if you slow it down, she does the her little thrust into another button. Maybe it's a follow-up. Batista having a new super. I absolutely despise it. I despise, dude, you can't counter hit this woman at all. And now she has the fact that it's just sitting up there and it's going to be laying pressure. It shoots twice, it only seems. Oh my god, it looks so gross. I'm not ready for the mix-ups. I got to respect her even more now. Good lord. Seth does his little shenanigans. Dash attack. Actually, let me go rewind that again. Yeah, so the teleport into the multi-hitting move into going down, and he's able to follow up with the with his little dash, with his little thrust dash thing going on. I think that's really cool to see, right? But it doesn't seem like it's gonna be doing too much. With Vorpal is another story, because I'm pretty sure if somebody does that, and you could do some ugly mix-ups, you could Vorpal, maybe even do a crossover in the air. I already can see some dirty shit that Seth could do with that. Dude, but look at all these artwork, man. Merkava looks... He doesn't look as threatening. It's probably because he doesn't have any teeth. and the angle is just making him look more of a monster. But Merkava looks... He doesn't look that scary. Which is fine, right? Yuzu is very beautiful. Very busty. Gordo. He's handsome. He's a very sexy man. Carmine? Not... He's cool looking. But Hilda, though. She has some elegance going on with her. I like it. I like it. I like it. Carmine. Oh my god, that was so fast. What the fuck is that? That is... It's clearly a charged move, but... And then it looks like it leaves a puddle, and he could... And obviously, you know, his trait is to control the puddle. Huh. Interesting. Gordo having this knee launcher thing, and that thing actually looks really cool. Merkava is so brief. I don't know. I don't even think it's safe to say if they showed a new move or not. Okay, so frame 1, he looks like he's doing his overhead. That is actually a very funny pose. What in God's name is that? Okay, so he does the overhead into flight into medium. You could already do that, but I guess it's a new, I don't know. I guess it's a new overhead. I get a new overhead animation. Nothing too crazy. Seth doing his teleport onto Yuzu, and Yuzu looking like she has almost a DP thing going on, dude. She looks like she has a reversal. It's so crazy, and it's not a trade at all. So she hits Seth, and she's in the air. She's airborne. Oh man, I'm so curious on how the Yuzu players are gonna play as her, because I honestly think Yuzu is like, she's an amazing character. Not just, obviously not like being thirsty. In terms of gameplay, I think she's very, very strong. But why use her when Byakuyo's right there? But she's a very strong character. You do see people playing as her, and with the new tools that the game is going to have, both mechanic-wise and new moves, I am going to be so interested into seeing how people use her. I am extremely excited. And then Hilda having the spike into the orbs, the double spikes, so that's definitely new. And that's all they show. It's so trash. Yo, let me edit these videos. And so, Chaos with his little fucking demon rat. The fact that he's blocking, and I forgot his name. The creature is attacking Hilda from behind. So if you look in the first like couple frames, it looks like he's the one that Yeah, he launches the reptile right behind Hilda before he gets into block stun. The creature is clinging on the wall like Strider, dude. And then he attacks Hilda. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so excited for this freaking game. I'm so excited for these new moves, man. Here's the thing about Uni Clear. The new moves in that game weren't like universally crazy, right? It's just like, okay, I could use some new moves. This, though, looks like it could. Everybody got extra gimmicks, which is awesome. Nanase. I love her character portrait, too. I think her character portrait is beautiful. She is throwing... You know, the Rasen Shuriken over here. She has a Rasengan and now the Rasen Shuriken, dude. It's crazy. As a super. None too crazy. Phonin getting hyped. Doing the pillar super. I think that's really cool. We'll see if anything changes with that. Because she could already do it, but now she's just getting hyped about it. An enhanced state, maybe? I'm not too sure. We'll see what happens. Mika completely avoiding Aurie's sweep and doing an overhead attack. That has to be a command normal. There's no way that's a special move, right? Unless she's taking notes from Potemkin, dude. Byakuya with his crazy ass range, and now he could shove his freaking claws into the ground to make spikes. This guy was already a menace with the webs alone. Wagner having a new special in the air. It looks very similar to when she does that enhanced drill attack. I don't know what it is. I don't play Wagner. And she, at the last frame, she jumps back and looks like she's about to, you know, maybe spike his ass to the ground. But because they're still airborne, that seems really, really cool. Eltnum, aka Sion, is just doing her normal like little lasso thing, but now it seems that the charge up animation, or the charge up version of it, is a real command grab. They're clearly showing Akatsuki blocking low, and the moment she charges, his shield completely breaks. She has a command grab now? Oh, Lord have mercy. Wald, you know, doing his thunderclaps against Enkidu. Enkidu reacting maybe as a parry. I honestly cannot tell. After he parries, let's just call it that for now, he does like this elbow charge shit. Something almost like a shoulder charge that Akira does. And it does a punish counter hit, dude. I think I've been playing too much Street Fighter 6, but it's still a punish. So, it seems maybe they completely changed his parry so that he charges now, instead of doing that, like grabbing him, sucking them in, and just throwing them to the side. It seems you could properly use his parries as combo starters. Sorry. I am very overwhelmed right now. Very cool. I'm actually looking forward to trying out Enkidu again. Now that I have, you know, different controller, now I'm using a monitor, so, because yes, I was using a TV like a pleb and it was delayed all to hell. I've seen the light. I am now using a monitor ever since I got Street Fighter 6, and I'm looking forward to what I can do in Under Night now. I really am. But yeah, the fact that he could combo off a parry possibly now is awesome. Either they completely got rid of the toss, or it's a different button. Like, let's just say it would be like a B. Like, A would be the toss, and the B variant would be the combo extender, or the combo starter. Very interesting. Londrakia? Londrakia becomes Storm from Marvel 3, dude. Or just from Marvel, from the Versus series. He's able to hail ice. I am happy that he's able to do this. Because I'll be honest, as much as I like Londrakia as a character, when he came out, and yes, he did get changed as time went on, but when he came out, I just did not fuck with his gameplay style at all. I think it was very, very, very boring. Londrakia doing that's gonna be crazy, dude. If he, just imagine he does that verbal and he'll use it as like a pressure tool. I don't want to be here anymore. So Akatsuki having, we're gonna have to slow that down. Akatsuki has his, it looks like a different parry stance. He's parrying Eltnum's legs. He's like, hey, yo, Thought, get away from me. Oh my god. Akatsuki, no, not her cooch. That's it. Oh, no! No, never mind. I was thinking about something else. A new powers awaken. Extraordinary combat evolves. So they're just doing their little supers. And then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right here. So this clip, I thought they showed it with Orie because I thought she had a little sway going on, but it was like a follow-up with her thrust instead. This is what I was talking about. I said this on Twitter. There's an evade in the game. It's almost similar to SNK KOF evades. There's an animation to get out of that predicament. We already had an alpha counter. So this being a side switch situation seems really, really good, and it's really cool, honestly. But I'm wondering now if there's a way to bait it, right? Like burst baiting, basically, right? You just jab and you do that. But yeah, he's on the other side now. Let's just go back again. Everybody is still in the neutral. And look at that, he evades, man. He evades. Dude, I'll be honest, the evasion animation in this looks fucking awesome. So far, it seems that it's only on block. But if you look carefully on the grid... Okay, so Line is on the right because she gets counter hit. The grid itself doesn't break. Whereas, if you guys don't know, when you use an alpha counter, when nobody has the Vorpal state on them, you break your grid at that cost of getting the opponent off of you to try and reset the neutral. They're clever. I was trying to see if it costs meter, but let's just go ahead and see if those numbers change. I don't know. I honestly can't tell. I honestly cannot tell. Damn. This is an extra recording that I did while I'm editing. I thought it was weird when they did this in the trailer, but it's another mechanic that they showed. It wasn't just one. So they showed two new mechanics. The weird SNK / Grand Blue dash that you see. Maybe it'll cost a meter, maybe it won't. But it has to come with the price, right? But then it transitions into Seth and Yuzu. And when you see that fight, Seth is in the Veil-Off state. And the grid, the timer on the grid is about to reset. And when it resets, it gives all the grid, it gives that entire meter to Seth because he's in Veil-Off. That's another new mechanic, and that's a really powerful and weird thing to add. Because it could give you a ton of meter. It could give you a ton of meter and extra time to do additional moves. Especially when you chain shift, when you have Vorpal. It's interesting. It's very weird and it's very interesting, but what the hell? Like, it's just so bizarre that this is happening because it seems like such a powerful tool. Why is the opposition getting punished for not being in a Veil-Off state? I don't get it. So now one has to question what would happen if both oppositions will be in Veil-Off. And is it only in Veil-Off, or can you be in the red state? I don't know what the red state one, but basically when you combo into it and then you burst, I wonder what would happen with that situation in itself. Maybe it'll be treated the same. I'm not too sure, but that is another mechanic that they showed. And it was very brief. It was very fast. It was so weird. But I had to make this additional recording section because I didn't want to leave it out. We'll get back into it, though. But look, Kaguya, and I forgot his name, but he's part of the student council in Phonen's storyline. And then, you know, we get the characters. Under Night Ember, Sis, Celeste. And then you got Kuon in the top. This is great cover art. I have to get a physical version of this on the farm. And then there's the main man himself, Kuon. coming in 2024, early 2024. So not only that I'm suffering right now with the move, right? And what's waiting for me is a huge piece of land, Persona 3 remake, and Under Night in Birth 2. Is next year really the time for me to shine, to try and make a comeback to YouTube and Twitch? Maybe. I'm excited, but let's go ahead and just talk about the rest right now. Let's talk about the UI. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I'm scrolling forward, and I am not a fan of it. I want my blue, purple-ish life back. I don't like this gray, not this gray, I don't like this yellow life, because I'll be honest, it reminds me of Tekken. When Tekken did this, Tekken 7, I didn't like it, and it's just, you know, a nitpick thing. I just don't like it. If we have the ability to change the colors of our health bars, that'll be cool. That'll honestly be really cool. But the yellow, I'm just not a fan. It's making it pop out, I get it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. God, man, I'm so excited to this for this, man. And Kaguya and the dude from the student council, who he has a shield as a weapon. They show it in the final artwork of the trailer. That's a big ass shield. So we basically got a mash in the game, which I'm super excited, because the only reason why I gave fucking Melty Blood a second chance, if not a third one, because I don't like the mobility in that game. I think it's a little too much. I gave it a shot, and I climbed up the ranks hella easily with MASH, because I love Fate Grand Order, I love MASH, love my little eggplant, and she put into work for me. So it's cool that we got him in the game, and Kaguya. So now we have the entire Orie team. I forgot what they were called. I'm going to have to look back at the videos of the stories. But we got the entire team except for that one girl who was a researcher who was literally trying to help rebuild Batista's other sister. I'm excited. I'm sorry. I keep repeating it, but I honestly have nothing else to say. I'm so excited for this game. I really am, dude. My fighting games are coming back. Under Night, Street Fighter, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat. Like, oh, dude, it's the fighting game renaissance again. I'm so happy. I'm not counting Grand Blue at all, because I'm just not a fan of it. I still think it's boring. But fuck, man. The first series to include rollback netcode, new moves, new battle systems added to further evolve the battle. But the rectangle character select screen, I think, is a little bland. I think I would have preferred the original, or just a more stylized character select screen, but whatever. Man. And then, yeah, obviously, the big one is rollback netcode. Rollback netcode. I'm so excited. And the fact that it's Arc System Works. Now, you guys know when I say this, I'm not praising Arc System Works. For the past couple of years, I've been bashing them. Gameplay designers, get them away from me. I'm getting sick and tired of their shit. I'll be honest with you 100%, man. In the past couple of games that they made, I have been not a huge fan of. I'm not a fan of Strive anymore. I played that, you know, in like season 1, 2, and then I just died off completely. Grand Blue Fantasy, I absolutely do not like. I think it's very boring, but I can't really put the blame on them fully, because Side Games is there as well. They probably had more control of the gameplay's direction than we think. But I still don't like the game. I think it's still very boring. BB Tag, that horrible managing with that game alone is so fucking bad. I don't like it. I think the only thing that holds up would probably be Fighters, in all honesty. But even in Fighters, is still very long. And yes, you do the same shit, but it's still kind of crazy when you go back and play it and you just watch it. It's kind of cool. It gets boring real quick, because, you know, a lot of people are doing the same stuff, but it's all right. It holds up the most, though, in my personal opinion. But with them on the helm of the rollback, a lot of positivity, basically. This video is very long. I'm gonna be sure to cut it down as much as I can. Under Night is back. But thank you guys very much for tuning in, as long as you guys did. I hope I gave you guys a little bit more insight on what they showed in the game. And if you are the bastards that are at Evo and you guys are playing the floor demo, just know that I am the most jealous motherfucker in existence right now. But that only just means that next year I'm signing up. I'm signing up for Under Night 2 for Evo. I almost made it out of pools in 2019. But thanks to those monitors, man, I was dropping all my combos. It was bad, dude. I'm getting giddy. Anyways, I gotta stop this. It's getting too late. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. Tell me what you guys think down below, and if you guys know somebody at Evo, please tell them to at me on Twitter, or even at me on just at me on Twitter because I go on there a lot, and showcase all the details of the changes that are in each and every single character. Please, I would love to do a breakdown from like 50,000 miles away. But anyways, thank you guys yet again for tuning in. I'm doing okay, man. This move is a little rough, but I'm doing okay for now. And I'm just happy that next year there's a lot of things that are gonna be waiting for me. So with that said, I'll see you guys within the next video.